Hello, dear viewers. Thanks for joining me. I'm doing readings on world leaders today. And, oh, we've got this one coming out. This is about Emmanuel Macron, the French leader. So, we're looking at that one, the president of France. And he is right now in Washington talking to the president. And we've got the Seven of Pentacles. The harvest is rich, but there's something wrong. The worker's not entirely satisfied. Okay, we'll see what that means. I just want to ask a little bit about this meeting. How's it going? I think there are two goals on the agenda, I think, for Macron. He wants to talk about a waiver for the tariffs, I hear. The steel and aluminum tariffs that are going to go through, Trump wants to push through. He wants to talk about a waiver for the allies, right? So that's one thing. And the other thing, try to talk some sense with Trump about the Iran nuclear deal. I think that's what's the other. So I don't know how it's going. I want to know about his strategy. But I am doing a character reading because that'll tell me a lot about what's going on right now. All right. So Macron. Okay, so he feels like he's got a good beginning. Okay, he's consulting. Yes, he is. I feel like not only with Trump, but with other world leaders about these issues. Maybe other leaders in the EU. Yeah, so he's got a good beginning right now. There's that card again. His inward quality is the harvest is rich, but he's not satisfied. Okay, so in other words, he feels like, yes, there's financial stability. You know, things are going okay so far, but he is worried about the future. All right, his outward quality is he's a hard worker. Okay, or he's got many goals. Maybe a little overburdened. Maybe he's seen as that, but he's got many goals. Okay, his goal is to charge forward with truth. I mean, he's got a purpose here. He is going to say, he's going to this visit, into these visits with Trump with a goal in mind. Yes. And we have motivation hermit. So that could be, yeah, and Merkel got the same one in the what's at stake position. It could be that he wants a better working relationship with Trump, similar to what he had with Obama, or similar to what France had with Obama. Yeah, and he's feeling a little out there and without influence, okay? So he wants to increase his influence with Trump. What's at stake is the Emperor. Power, being in charge. Now the Emperor is not a bad Emperor. He's the father of the tarot. He's fair. He's just. He's stern, but he's, you know, he's not lying. He always has a point when he says something. All right. Source of the need, or the need is to stand his ground. He feels like he really needs to stand his ground. Source of that need is the King of Swords. Why did Mueller come up in both his reading and Angela Merkel's reading? I don't know. I think this investigation is very important to them. I feel like he understands that Trump may be he may not be the leader that continues, right? So he's needing to stand his ground with Trump. He's going into this feeling like, okay, I'm not going to compromise too much because Trump may be out of there. All right, so I'm going to stand my ground with him, and I'm going to bring my purposes forward with him. Okay, but I'm also aware that I might be dealing with a different president in a few months. Okay, he's not going to compromise himself, but he is going to be charming. Okay, yeah. Okay, the effect this has upon this. Okay, so he's coming with some pretty clear purposes, right? He's going to speak clearly. He's going to say it. He's got a plan. He's got an analysis, perhaps, but he wants there's a truth he wants to deliver to Trump. Okay, I don't think he's going to waste his time on full-fledged analyses, no. But there is a truth that he wants to deliver to Trump. And yeah, he's hoping that it makes for a better working relationship with U.S. leadership, because he does want France to have more influence over the U.S., of course, more influence in U.S. politics, of course. All the world leaders want that with each other. So and he does want what's right and what's fair to prevail. He does. It's at stake. He feels like good leadership, strong leadership. And I feel like this is on the world stage to him. But the U.S. in particular, that's at stake. That's at stake here. I feel like he's still going to be trying to talk sense to Trump. I do. And he's holding his ground with that. And it's not just on one issue, it's on a few issues. But he's not going to, he may still be charming, but he's not going to compromise his image during this visit. He's not going to be ingratiating. He's not going to make concessions to Trump that he's not comfortable with, because he feels like Trump could really be temporary. Okay, so that's his goal here today. All right, good. Let's see. This makes sense to me. It's really feeling very clear. And he's begun. He feels like he's begun to make a start in the headway. He's had some headway here, and celebration even. Okay, there are. Okay, so how Trump always says there's good chemistry between them. They are having that. They are having that. They're having good times. They're having laughs. This charm is good. It's working fine. Let's see, we have judgment. His goal, he's made a decision. His outward quality is that he makes decisions. He has many goals. He's a hard worker. And, probably that he has decent judgment. All right. His inward quality, this, yes, we're fine now, but this worker's worried. The Emperor again. The Emperor times 2, you guys. So the inward quality is he wants to, he just wants to assert a basic level of fairness and justice and right and wrong and the rules and the laws. And he wants to assert that as the president of France. He's the emperor, right? But also, I see this in a more general way. He wants to strengthen allies as well. That this is how we do things. Rule of law is important. UN is important. We don't just go in and willy-nilly change everything. Stability is important. And I feel like he's really concerned about that right now, and I understand. Yeah. Now, how does he go forth with this queen? Okay, this king. Yeah, Knight of Swords. He's a knight. Okay. So he's coming forward with kind of a bit of push and single-minded purpose. I was wondering how that was going to work out. Because he's being charming. He's having some laughs, but he's not giving any quarter. You know what I mean? I feel like his goal for this visit, he's not giving any quarter. He's not giving up ground. And Trump is giving him trouble. They are arguing with that. And Macron is willing to argue this. Okay? So I wonder if by the end of this visit, we're going to hear Trump saying so many nice things about Macron, or is he going to start picking on Macron? All right, let's see. The Lover's card again, though. Okay, he does want to be in good with Trump. All right, that's his motivation. So he's also really trying to strengthen. I feel like what I'm hearing is this. He's using charm. Sure he is, of course. But he's not giving any quarter. He's not giving up any ground. But he's trying to persuade Trump from a place of, aren't we buddies? Don't we get along well? Aren't you terrific? Aren't I terrific? We're terrific together. He's trying to persuade Trump from that place to understanding why the laws and agreements are important, why the Iran nuclear deal that was committed to should go through. That's the rule of law, right? That's what we do in a lawful, just world. you know, leadership. That's what we do. And he's trying to talk about fairness with the tariffs, and he's trying to talk about just in general, I feel like he was trying to strengthen the working relationship between Trump and the allies in general. It's not just France. It is France, but it's not just France. Yeah. So that's what's going on there. He is trying to do that. He's meeting with some resistance and some arguing, which is, you know, Trump does that. I am just really anxious to see Trump's reaction to Macron after this visit. Does it change things for them? Because Macron is pushing some. Yeah, this Page of Swords, yeah, he doesn't like this. Right, this is what's at stake. He doesn't like this immature speaking. I wonder if he's even going to try to get Trump to reconsider the constant tweeting or try to understand the effects of that. And I'm a little bit incredulous as I say this because it sounds like a good idea, but Trump is not going to, he's not going to respond well to that. Okay, the Chariot. Yeah, things are moving very quickly. He's standing his ground. He's trying to roll with all these changes Trump introduced by tweet and the crises that they can precipitate, right? Okay. And we have source of needing to stand his ground is the Eight of Swords and the King of Swords. All right. Because the investigation's not done yet. I mean, it's ongoing. It's kind of bound up. We don't know. We have blindfolds. We don't know what's going on in that investigation, do we? No. And nor do we know what's going on in the Cohen investigation, right? In the other district on the state level. So, you know, that's just a big black box, right? So he is feeling like he should stand his ground then, because he doesn't know if Trump's temporary. And the way that this need to stand his ground affects his goal is, well, he's going to be super charming. He's going to be super charming, and he's going to sort of encourage Trump to enjoy luxuries, and he's going to make Trump feel special, and I bet he brought some gifts. Yeah, okay. So he's sort of whining and dining the man, even though the man doesn't drink. Yeah, and here we see that too. Okay. All right. Well, I am really anxious to see what Trump says about Macron after this visit. Thank you. Bye-bye.